the American flag flying high and proud, flew above the Capitol in Washington, D.C. in honor of the Northern Husky Band. Please stand and join the band in the national anthem under the direction of our new director, Catherine Trudeau. Gentlemen, if you have a cap, would you remove it, please? Number 50, Jim Beatty. Number 85, Scott Ripicki. Number 49, Greg Oliverio. Number 24, Sean Padilla. Number 23, Anthony Damio. Number 19, Jeremy Rismer. And number 16, Craig Grinzel, the starting offensive unit for the Falcons. Ladies and gentlemen, now introducing the 1998 Husky offense. The Husky offense, the coaches, the head coach, Casey Kuchera, and coaches Jim Bates, Jeff Davis, Ryan Forty, Craig Dickinson, and Dave Spielberg. We'll introduce the Husky captains first. Number 54, Rob Crunch Carson. Number 19, Paul Powerhouse Priest. Number 16, the King Kevin Kemp. And number 40, Wade WD-40 Dalkey. And now the rest of the offense. At center, number 50, Chainsaw Gary Lenaway. The guards, number 58, Lights Out Chris Ledke. Number 75, the enforcer, Mike Jones. At the tackles, number 79, the horse, Matt Warden. Number 77, starting his first varsity game, number 77, TJ Stonewall Carr. The wideouts, number 80, the Worm, Jeremy Marska. Number 9, Jason Cool Hands Clark. The running backs, number 18, Ace Boyer. And number 32, the straw that stirs the Husky offense, Cedric Go Evans. Let's bring on the rest of the Huskies. Bring them on! chain gang crew, the Husky chain gang crew, Don McIver on the down box, Paul Lewandowski and Dave Hunt on the chains, and Ed Robinson on the clip. Security gate, Mike McVitie in his 51st year. On the official clock, George Unell. Special announcement. Also a starter for the Huskies today, number 87, the boss man, Dan Cross at tight end. Dan Cross.
A beautiful sunset tonight overlooks beautiful Memorial Stadium, where tonight your Port Huron Northern Huskies take on the visiting Henry Ford Falcons. I'm the Big D, Derek Work, joining me, Damien, and how are you today?
Good, how you doing tonight?
Not too bad at all, should be a good one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this matchup. It's Mac Red football, and there's nothing like it.
Okay, we're about ready to get underway here. The usual man deep for the Huskies, Scott Albert, but the kick away to him. Instead, at number 34 right there, Brian Robinette takes it. And that'll be a touchback, I believe. So, pretty good start. This is CPHS Channel 6, your home of high school boys football action. All coming into this game, Damien, Port Huron Northern Huskies a disappointing 0-3 to this point, and Henry Ford Falcons 2-1. How big a factor is this one going into this game?
Well, I think this is the make or break for the Northern season. This is like a carbon copy of last season when they started out 0-3. Let's see if they can turn it around this tonight with this game.
1st and 10, Kemp. Outside, overthrows his intended receiver there. That was number 82, Jim Palmatier. And that will be 2nd down and 10. So interesting, the Huskies come out throwing, Damien.
Yeah, I don't think they're not going to pull any punches this game. It's do or die, so I'm not surprised that they're going right at the defense with these plays.
Okay, we have 2nd down and 10 now. Kemp yelling out last-minute instructions here to his line. 2 wideouts far side, man in motion comes right at you. Pitch back to Evans, good block around the end, but fighting hard down right there. Got a few. Nice second effort there. And I was going to tell you here before this game started here, Cedric Evans obviously a big plus in this one. I believe they've really got to get that running game with him going, especially early, to offset Kemp, who can get hot if the running game is indeed working.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I think that they have to establish the run, then they can set up a play-action pass or just any other type of pass, really. So
that comes to 3rd and 6 now, as Evans got 4 of the last carry. Kemp back to pass, outside, caught there, down about the 30-yard line.
It's going to be just short.
Depending on the mark. And you know what, Damien, I believe that's a poor mark right there. I think he got a little bit more yardage than that. So what do you do here? Oh, they got a punt, yes. I don't think they have much of a choice, do they?
No. I mean, it's early in the game, so I mean, there's these first couple of offensive series just got to feel out the defense, but.
You reminded me, of course, before this game, Damien, I was not completely aware of it, but Craig Krenzel, the great Henry Ford high school quarterback, really highly touted, and you mentioned you thought he had the scholarship to Ohio State next year. That's something else.
Right, as I've read in the local paper that it was,
as we
he has committed. to OSU.
Sean Padalon, number 24, with the fair catch there. What does that do to the Huskies coming in? I believe they must know about this kid and his skills. What does that do to them?
Well, I mean, anytime you come into a game and you got a big player on the other side, I think you just got to keep your cool and just think of them as any other high school football players, whether committed to a big university or not. I mean, he puts on his pants just like everyone else does, so.
We saw him in practice. He can throw it, so we'll see. They send him in motion. And the give on first down outside. Good block. Hits another one outside down there. And yes, the second effort, and they got him there. That number 49, Greg Oliverio, with that carry, the sophomore. So pretty good yards to open this one, gain of about 6. Been a while since you've been doing these games, Damien. What's been going on? You're a working man, I hear, these days.
Yeah, unfortunately, I got to pay the bills, so I haven't been able to call these games, which is unfortunate because it's something I enjoy doing.
Kreckner outside and down, out of bounds right there. Pushed down about the 37-yard line. That number 24, Sean Padalon there, and he got enough for the first down. This offense with Krenzel obviously looks to me like it's got a lot of potential to do a lot of different things, and that's big out of a quarterback such as him, isn't it?
Exactly, and like we saw, I mean, they can run the ball, and then with these quick strikes, he can move the team up and down the field.
Krenzel from shotgun, he's got 5 wideouts, folks. They come with a blitz, picked up nicely, and couldn't hold on to that one. That was number 49, and Greg Oliverio again.
Something you don't see very often is shotgun in high school football, so they got a lot of confidence in this quarterback.
Especially with 5 wideouts. Really says a lot for him and the faith they have in him. So that brings us second down and 10 now from the 45. They go with 4 wide again, 1 setback. This is an exciting offense, I'll tell you that right now. We'll see how often the Huskies can blitz.
And then it shows a lot of looks too, so it keeps the defense off balance, but they smelled that one out and took care of the running back on that one.
Yes, they faked the handoff one way, gave the other. Kind of a crisscross left to right, or right to left play, sorry. And a minimal gain. Makes it third down now and about a short 11 yards.
And it's important for the defense to stay focused and intense, even with the highly touted quarterback.
And obviously a big play here on a 3rd and 10.
Confidence builder for both teams.
We'll see what Krenzel can in fact do. They had a wideout, or they had a back, sorry. Now he's gone to the 5 wideout set. Over the middle, blitz picked up. And I think that was a case right there, Damien, where he's looking upfield before he caught the ball.
Yeah, I think he was surprised on how wide open. It was a beautiful play, and you just got to look that one in.
That was number 49 again, Greg Oliverio, sorry. It looks early like this Oliverio might be Krenzel's go-to man, Damien.
Looks that way with the first couple of plays, but hopefully he can stay that way with that drop. Well, they'll go back to him, I mean, it's still early.
Scott Albert, as always, back to return this one for the Huskies, as the punt is about to happen here. Pretty good punt. Yeah. Albert back on his heels to the 10. Rumbling around the sideline there. He's going to go out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. Pushed out of bounds there among tacklers, number 12, Ryan Zach.
Going back to the last offensive play, Huskies are lucky that he dropped him because he had a lot of green after he caught that. I mean, he had the first down right where he caught it, but he had plenty of running room, so first break for the Huskies. Let's see if they can capitalize on it.
Pre-game jitters, do you think, or maybe is that just personal error?
I think it's just pre-game.
Okay, so it comes back to the Huskies now, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. A 2-back, 2-wide-out set. There's a give up the middle, and not much room there. Got about 2 yards. That's number 18, Rob Boye. Well, by the looks of things, they give him a 5 on that one, so got a lot more than the big D here thought. I'll tell you that. So 2nd and 5 from the 25. Yeah, I tell you, if that run works, I think they'll use that all day.
Well, as long as I mean, it makes it a lot easier on the offense when you get a 2nd and 5 situation.
They give one again to Boye. He fought for a good hard 7. That's a first down, folks, for the Huskies. From the 31, it'll be 1st and 10 now.
And this no huddle is also a new look for the Huskies this year.
Kemp keeps looking at his wristband. I imagine the plays are on there.
Oh, yeah.
Good crowd on hand as well, always good to see.
A little thin on the student body part, but it's Friday night.
Absolutely. A fake from Kemp. Gives to Evans, fumble over there, and it's picked up there by the Falcons. A huge turnover. That's number 19, Jeremy Resmer, who picked that one up for the Falcons. Tough break there. Let's see if Krenzel and the Ford team can capitalize. And Damien, that's something that you don't want to see early.
Especially deep in your own end like that. And they had a first down. Looks like they were moving the ball. And
yep. Okay, that makes it 1st and 10 now from the 33. But, however, it's for the Ford Falcons. As mentioned, they came into this one 2-1. 4 wideouts. They set again. I imagine that's what they do quite often on this team.
I believe it's a version of the run and shoot offense. So.
And that is offside. I believe the left tackle moved there. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It looks to me with the Huskies showing blitz every time. Is that what you do you think, with these 4 wideout sets and 5 wideout sets? Get to that quarterback every time, or what?
They got a pretty big line that Ford does, so if they can get to the quarterback and try and disrupt his rhythm, I think it'll work, but they got to get past that line first. And, I mean, the blitz every time is kind of risky because you got one-on-one down it with wideouts then. And with Krenzel, if he's got the time, he could do some damage.
Well, they're showing blitz again. And here they come, yes. Krenzel sacked right there, hit hard too at the 46. The Duke, number 99, Duke Campbell.
That's what they need to do.
With a sack. I tell you, we didn't hear his name too often there last year, but this Duke Campbell this year, wow, he's stepped up in the games I've called so far, Damien. He's been a real star on this team.
And that's what with the loss of last year, they lost a lot of big guns on defense, so they needed someone to step up too. And looks like Campbell's wants to step in and take that role.
A huge 13-yard loss there brings up 2nd and 23 now. The 5 wideouts set again, outside cut right there, downed right there, and a good tackle by number 5, Kevin Gleason. That pass to number 24, Sean Padalon.
And he had to get that, Krenzel had to get rid of that in a hurry because they were bearing down on him again, and that's what they need to do is make him want to throw the ball before he really wants to.
Interesting on that pass there, Damien. That was good pass coverage. They got 1 yard on that.
So if they're going to let him throw the ball, then they're going to not have a lot of yards after the catch.
And obviously with these 5 and 4 wideout sets, the secondary going to be wide awake all game for these Huskies. They have to be. So 3rd and 22 from the 45. They send Padalon in motion. The draw play, not much there though. I believe they're trying to get better field position on that one. The only excuse for a 3rd and 22 draw, I would guess.
Or unless the last couple of plays have been pass, and pass, so maybe they're just trying to keep the defense honest on that one.
And you can't say enough about what a big sack does. First of all, for mentally, it gets the other team pumped up. But you look at a 13-yard loss there. That's crucial.
And that, for any offense, that's a big hole to dig themselves out of. So that's impressive defensive stand for the Huskies.
Okay, that makes it a 4th down punting situation. Scott Albert, as always, back to return this punt. Pretty good punt, sends Albert back again, and he's going to let that one roll into the end zone for a touchback. Can't blame the kicker there, number 22, Anthony Daimio. It's hard to pooch punt when you're at this age, but of course, he's trying to punt it as far as he can. He did a good job there.
I don't know if he handles the kickoff duties, but he sent that one in the end zone, and you don't see that very often either.
Okay, so 1st and 10 from the 20. Huskies trying to get some offense going. Their offense has not been as good as they might have liked it this year. They give to Evans. He's got a lot of running room. If he can get open field, he can be gone because he's a big play breaker, and he got about 14 there for a 1st down for the Huskies. We said that was one of the keys to winning off the bat, didn't we?
That's what they need to do. See, the defense has got a lot of the intensity and motivation of the offense has to get something going, and that's one way to do it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 34, 5:30 to go, first quarter, no score. Huskies and the Ford Falcons. They give their number 18 once again, Rob Boyer, not much there. You can see the Huskies here realizing that run with Boyer worked in the early going right back to that.
And you have to. I mean, they didn't get much there, but you can't abandon the running game this early in the game. And there really isn't any reason to. I mean, it's a 0-0 score, so it's not like they're trying to score quickly here.
Well, that person hobbling off the field you saw a minute ago was Anthony Damio. We can only hope that's not serious, number 23 for the Falcons. 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Trying to get some life for the Huskies. The fake to Evans. QB sneak around the end. He's got a little bit of blocking. He uses it well. Gains about 12 and a Husky first down for Kevin Kemp. Good little wheels to the outside as Kemp. Then he followed the blockers.
Nice play fakes too.
You seldom see little guys play with more heart than Kemp.
Pardon me?
You seldom see people such as Kemp with the heart.
He showed this last year too. So I mean, size really doesn't matter as long as you got the heart, and he's always proved that also.
Absolutely, as they give to Evans. Hustles hard up the middle for about 2.5, maybe 3. Larry Chadwick for the Falcons on the tackle. Brings up second about 7 yards. Late substitution is Jason Clark checking in for the Huskies, number 9. Kemp does a lot of yelling and changing of the plays, I noticed too. They give this time straight up again to number 33 there. That is Chuck Trask. And a minimal gain, if not might have lost a yard. Good run stopping at the line for the Ford Falcons. Among tacklers, number 92, Angelo Arabo. The officials have called a timeout. I believe this is over the late substitution by the Falcons. So here we go, 3rd and 5 now from the 49. 2 wideouts on the far side this time, with the 2 back set as they've used so far. Falcons showing a late blitz here. Kemp tries to pick it out on a rollout, keeps it himself, but he's sacked down right there. Basically a coverage sack, I think, there, downfield. So with that, that's going to push them back. A loss of about 7 on that play, 6 or 7. And that brings up the putting situation for the Huskies. I believe that's Duke Campbell. Back to return this kick for the Falcons, Sean Padalon, number 24, and number 19, Jeremy Resmer. Campbell steps in. Beauty punt, sends Resmer back to the 15-yard line. Avoids 1 tackle, but can't avoid them all. Good downfield work by the special teams unit of the Huskies there. Okay, so on the 1st and 10 now from the 18, the Falcons will operate. Your thoughts on the 2 early possessions for the Huskies, and were you expecting something different?
No, not really. I think like on the first couple of drives, again, it's just like trying to feel out the defense, and they had a couple of bright spots there, but then they kind of stalled out with the sack and minimal gains on the run.
So Krenzel operates again for the Falcons, who show that run and shoot look again, send a man in motion. They give to the outside, trying to fight for a tackle. A good tackle there, though. Guess who? I think that's the Duke. And as well, number 56. Brad Bisnett down there as well. And Kevin Gleason, number 5. Good outside tackle there, obviously.
Then they used sidelines as an extra defender, so they good pursuit play by the Husky defense.
Number 32, Jeff Fauser, is in the backfield for the Falcons. He had the last carry. As we see Krenzel again. Send a man in motion, this time near side. Krenzel around the side, gives outside there, and pushed out of bounds about the 22-yard line is number 24 there, Sean Padalon.
Knocked out of bounds by Scott Albert. Third down.
They basically just kind of gave it to him right away on the pass there, and he gained about, we'll say 5, maybe 4.
Third down and 5. Third and 5.
I tell you, I like this kind of offensive setup if you don't know the defense to defend against it. The Huskies have done a pretty good job so far, though, haven't they?
Oh yeah, just again, it's just basically the pursuit of the Husky defense too that's keeping them in this game. And it looks like number 24 there at the end of the play, Sean Padalon came up hobbling on that one.
So we have a stoppage in play, I believe a timeout. With 1:44 to go, first quarter of play, we have no score between the Ford Falcons and the Port Huron Northern Huskies. You're watching CPHS Channel 6. I'm Derek Wark.
And I'm Damian Polak. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely, and from your perspective so far, has this been the kind of game you've wanted to see or maybe predicted in seeing? A nothing game at this point, Damian?
I think it's in the best interest of the Huskies to keep it like this because with this high-powered offense, then I mean Ford could blow it open at any time. So I think the defense has to be commended for that play.
Being the Michigan fan you are, obviously refreshing to hear the "Let's Go Blue" chant from the band over there from the Huskies.
Well, we'll probably hear a lot of that tomorrow, so we'll see. Have to see.
Yeah, this is one year state could beat them, so I better shut up here while I can, eh?
Well, I think records go out the window when those two get together, so we'll have to see what happens.
All right, 3rd and 5 now from the 23. That's intercepted, folks. He's going all the way. Touchdown, Port Huron Northern. That's number 21, Scott Albert. And they are celebrating over there. That's big.
That's huge.
Krenzel threw into coverage, and that's what happens.
I mean, as soon as he took the snap, he was looking right at him, so he telegraphed the play. So it's just a good read by number 21. This takes a lot of confidence out of the offense, too. That was a huge play.
Well, according to the PA address announcer here, they call him the big play man, Scott Albert, and, well, he lived up to it there, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, showed it right there.
That's the breakthrough that maybe this Husky team needs, and maybe both teams need to open the scoring. The extra point try is no good. Didn't look to me like Keith Christofferson got all of that one. Maybe the hold was a bad one or something. But it looked like the right spin. It looked like everything just didn't have the distance at the crossbar. So the Huskies come out. Despite the missed extra point, they do get a big touchdown from big play Scott Albert and lead this one 6-0 with 1:38 to go in the first quarter of play. As we prepare for the kickoff there, you see the Northern Husky sidelines. They don't look real excited, but you wonder how can they not be after that. I noticed you were excited up here after that one.
Well, the Northern being the alma mater, and I played for them and whatnot and stuff like that, so you've got to root for the home team. And that's what happened. I know I try and be as non-partial as possible when you're calling these games, but what can you say?
Okay, so they will kick off now. Keith Christofferson, ready to do the job. Back to return this one for the Henry Ford Club is Ryan Zach, as well as number 48. And that one taken there at the 20-yard line, battling for it, trying to fight that for the football out of the hands there. Number 32, Cedric Evans did, but to no avail. Down at the 30. Number 23, Anthony Demio, returned that one. He's the guy who hobbled off here a while back for the Ford team with a slight injury, limping, so that's obviously good to see, isn't it, to have him back here. All right, the usual run and shoot look for the Falcons. They take over 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Krenzel, the fake hand off the pitch outside, hit hard, brought down right there. But I'll tell you, a good second effort there by number 40. Mike Hall got about 6. Gotta admire second efforts like that.
Oh
don't
yeah. I mean, he took a big hit too, so it's by Paul Priest. A little option play there.
They listed as 3 yards, but I think he got a little bit more than that, depending on when he was downed.
Second down and 7.
So 2nd and 7 now. Krenzel back to pass. Outside. Fighting for it down at the 41-yard line. That's the same man he just went to, Mike Hall, number 40. Close to the first down, we'll see. About a yard away. That will bring up 3rd and 1. Nice to see as well that Krenzel not only going to one man, but he tends to use everyone, using the field very well with these 4 wideouts, doesn't he?
I mean, with 4 wideouts in the back out of the backfield, you got a lot of options.
On the 3rd and 1, the QB sneak up the middle. And I would guess he's got this. They mark it at the 42. And yes, it is first down for the Ford Falcons.
That's a Falcon first down.
So, 24 seconds to go. I would guess they'll get one more play out of this before the end of the first quarter. Krenzel lining his team up. I tell you, if he is indeed going to Ohio State, that's quite an honor for a player this age. Krenzel over the middle, same guy, Mike Hall, first down to the 44-yard line. Nothing special about that. Just kind of a crossing, maybe up and cross pattern over the middle. Not really picked up all that well. I tell you, this Krenzel, he's got some good, really good form. Shows good poise.
He has excellent vision too. I mean, being 6'4", that helps too. So I mean, he was able to scan the field over his line and pick out his receivers when needed. So that's actually also an asset.
Okay, that is the end of the first quarter with the score after 1 quarter of play here at Memorial Stadium. It's the Port Huron Northern, your Port Huron Northern Huskies 6, and the visiting Ford Falcons nothing. This is CPHS Channel 6, your home of high school boys football action. Okay, and welcome back, Memorial Stadium, CPHS Channel 6, high school boys football action. The first quarter was not an offensive-minded first quarter. Scott Albert returned about a 35-yard interception touchdown return for the Huskies to get the scoring underway. And Damien, your thoughts on the first quarter of play here? 6-0 Huskies
Well,
after
I think
1.
the Huskies got to be ecstatic with the way that they're playing right now, holding this offense to 0 points in the first quarter.
Krenzel fakes. Wow, the Duke shook him off, though. And out again to Mike Hall. Outside to about the 34-yard line. That's going to be close to a first down. I believe it's just short. I don't know what's going on here, Damien, but that, I think, is 4 straight pass calls to Mike Hall, number 40.
Well, it looks like they tried to hitch and go there, and defense, I think it was either Campbell came and disrupted the play, so we have to go to his second receiver, which is good poise by the quarterback not to get flustered.
I tell you, what a great play by Krenzel to shake off the Duke coming at full speed.
Not an easy task to do.
Yes. The handoff this time up the middle, fighting hard for it, down to about the 21-yard line. Anthony DeMio, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Impressive play as he hurdled the pile-up on the line of scrimmage, shook off a defender, and had a pretty nice gain out of that.
Is this a matter, as far as you're concerned, of the Husky defense maybe faltering a bit, or is this the Ford Falcons picking up their offense?
I think it's just the picking up of the offense. The defense has played solid all game, and just a lapse in a play. I think that the offense is just starting to find their.
Okay, there you see the Husky band in the stands there. A very good band at that. Good to see the fans over there too. A big crowd turned out over there.
Yeah, and I think it was just as like a half an hour earlier start than the usual 7:30. So.
There are
Husky
a few
band
here.
always pumped up about everything.
There are a few fans here on the near side for the Ford Falcon team. Good to see that kind of commitment. Where is that located, anyways? Me being the Canuck I am, I'm not familiar with the geography of you Michiganders.
Thank you for that drink.
But that obviously is good commitment, you know, to come
I
this
mean,
far to see a football game.
I think that's just commitment. I mean, MacRed football is probably the toughest league in Michigan high school football, so there's always a loyal following anywhere you go.
Okay, 1st and 10 now from the 22, 11:37 left in the first half of play. Krenzel, the give, and that's going to be wrapped up right there. Among tacklers there, number 57, Tim Roposh. Number 23, Anthony Dimio on the carry there. I don't think he got too much there. Lost a yard by the looks of things. 2nd and 11.
The Huskies need to stop here. The Utica Ford offense is just getting a lot of momentum, so this would be a big stop if they can hold them here in this drive.
The fake to Mike Haller on the outside. Krenzel on a good pass rush, avoids it nicely, overthrows the intended receiver there, though. If I can get the number on him, it is number 49, Greg Oliverio, whom they've thrown to a lot tonight, but to his dismay, has not caught too many passes. As you see the two of them right there, Krenzel and Oliverio. Bringing up 3rd down and 11.
I was going to say this is a big 3rd down for the Northern Huskies. See if they can put the clamps down.
With the recent offensive drive they've had, I agree with you here. Over the middle, dropped again. Not only frustrating for the head coach to see all these balls dropped, but obviously for Krenzel. Greg Oliverio, speak of the devil, he's being thrown to a lot. He's just having some tough luck here in the early going.
I mean, they're not the easiest passes to Holland. I mean, they're both on the run, and except for the first one he dropped, but...
So with 10:51 to go in the second quarter of play, it's a timeout. The Ford Falcons call it on the 4th and 11 from the 24. This is CPHS Channel 6, high school boys football action tonight live from Memorial Stadium. Well, I guess it wouldn't be live, would it? Rebroadcast Monday nights here. So
right.
You're watching the
but
rebroadcast.
It is live to us, though, and to the rest of the fans here, but you're sitting at home.
I hear there's really good dedication to CPHS for some of these people. Tune in Monday nights and see good quality football action here.
Sure, like if you're got other commitments to like other games around the area and you're not able to catch all of them, so you're able to see quality television here on CPHS.
And we're happy to bring it to you. Beautiful night too, not really a cloud in the sky. You see the Ford Falcons bench there. Don't know who that 92 was. He's a big boy. Arabo there on the sidelines. So that brings up 4th down and 11 from the 24. Shocking here to you that they are going for it with a 24 yards to make.
Well, I don't know about their field goal, but this is 4-down territory. So let's see what they can do here. They go all the way for it.
The fake to Hall, the outside. Krenzel got a lot of time late on the rollout. Fires in the end zone. Was it caught? Intercepted by the Huskies there, I believe. Yes, it was. That'll be a touchback to the 20. A beautiful interception. Just what the doctor ordered for the Huskies, Damien.
I think I didn't catch the number on that, but it looked like it could have been a touchdown either way, but he wrestled away from the Falcon receiver, so that's just good defensive play.
Absolutely, and that's 2 big interceptions when they stepped up. I'm not sure I really like that play call, though, you know. On a 4th and 24, that ruins the drive, but then again, Evans up the middle, short gain there.
And the defense had the pressure on Krenzel.
One thing I do like about it, though, is the fact that, you know, they weren't afraid to go into the end zone. This Krenzel got a good arm to do that. They give again up the middle for the Huskies after the 9-yard romp from Evans, my mistake. I believe they have the first. Yes, they do. 1st down, Huskies. Crowd is kind of quiet over there. Only a 6-0 lead They obviously know in a time like this, a 6-0 lead can deteriorate awful quick. We have a timeout on the field here. As you see some of the people wandering into the Memorial Stadium here. I didn't think you could go on that section. I was going to go down there and get some programs a little bit earlier. They banned me from ever going on there again.
I think you have they have like a season pass or just like at concerts, like a all access backstage pass or something like that. I'm not really sure the ramifications to get one of those.
Are there many concerts here?
You would think that the media, such as ourselves, would be able to get one of those, but I guess not.
Right, right.
We'll have to talk to someone about that.
They don't believe the Big D's part of the media, though. I went over there, and I tell you. Anyways, we won't get into that, as it is first down and 10 from the 41. Sorry, 36 for the Huskies. The fake from Kempy's on the rollout. Over the middle, I believe that's going to be on the Falcons. There's a flag on the play. He's brought out the 44-yard line. That's a big play, I tell you. Rob Boya on that one.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's a hold on the Huskies. I did not see that play call, but I thought maybe a face mask or something of that nature, unnecessary roughness, because it was thrown in Kemp's area.
That hurts your offense, too. I think that might have been their biggest offensive play tonight, and often nil.
So, 10:02 to go here. First half of play. It is once again 6-0 if you're just joining us. Scott Albert, 30-yard plus touchdown interception for the Huskies. And a big one at that. Since then, also an interception for the Huskies in the end zone. So they've had timely defense when it mattered. First and 20 now from the 26. Kemp back to pass. Outside, caught by Boye. If he can shake that tackle. No, he can't. Brought down there, number 73, Brad Molig.
They got to pick that number 73 up. He was the only defensive guy for the Falcons out there, and two people ran past him. So for a screen to work like that, you got to pick up the first couple of guys, and once you get past them.
And when Rob Boya can get in some open field, obviously the senior leadership and some talent that he does have, that can be dangerous stuff. Kemp on a rollout, being chased. Good pass rush here. Throws over the middle. Caught. No, bobbled. Number 87 intended receiver Dan Cross on that one.
Almost picked off also.
I'm sure he'd like to have that one back. And you know what they say, if it's in the hands, got to be caught.
It, yeah.
Third and 26 now. What's that?
The Kranzel also does some defensive duties too.
Shows you the kind of athlete he is. Third down and 26 now from the 20. This is a huge play right here. I don't see them getting 26, but better the field position here, I would think. Kemp back to pass. A late rush. He picks it up. Look out. Kemp's got some wheels, folks. Up the middle. Got about 12, maybe. A good run, but under the circumstances, you need 24. Nobody to throw to.
And, good play not to stay back there and take the sack and jeopardize your field position even more. So that was a good heads-up play just to tuck it under and run.
There you see some coaching of the Ford Falcons. They really take it seriously here, too, I noticed, with the expensive headsets. In Canada, we just go with the Walkman. As you see Taco Bell, among other things here, Memorial Stadium.
The city lights in southern part of Fort Huron.
Do you eat at the Bell much?
No.
No?
No.
Bad for you, eh?
And those Taco Bell commercials really don't do much for me.
They don't do
either.
nothing for you, huh?
Right.
Full moon out tonight, too.
No. Crescent.
Kind of a quarter moon, I guess. I don't know what I was saying.
Yeah, there's a stoppage in play as a Falcon defender is being attended to.
Yes, that's number 63, Larry Chadwick on that. Good to see him get up and run, too.
I don't know if he just got the wind knocked out of him or what, but that's good to see.
Might have been just a cramp, maybe. We hope. Okay, 4th and 18 from the 20. Believe it or not, Kemp just got 6 yards in that last one. Looked to me like he was running for a while. Back to return this one, Ryan Zach for Henry Ford. That's going to take a wobbly bounce there. Picked up on the bobble. Oh, number 49. John Cordes had to do his fall on that one.
Yeah, it took a northern bounce, and when it's bouncing around like that, anything could happen. So a lucky play for the Falcons.
And in that situation, Damien, I would think you got to either catch the ball or move back a bit to take it on the bounce, not the in-between hopper, such as he did there.
Yeah, you can't hesitate on anything like that because it could cost you.
As I say in baseball, you can't let the ball play you.
Good point.
Yes. Okay, they go with a 3 wideout set, and this is an I formation, so that's interesting. A new setup here. Fighting hard is Anthony Demio. Not much there at all. Among tacklers, Paul Powerhouse Priest for the Huskies. Bringing up 2nd and 9, he got a yard from the 32 now. And interesting, too, as you see over there, some of the kids really showing their love of the game in football. Maybe some future Huskies here. We have the confines of Memorial Stadium. They give to the outside. That's Mike Hall. He's a load to bring down, I'll tell you. They didn't really tackle him, just kind of stopped him. Carson among tacklers. Rob Carson, one of the senior leaders on this team. Very talented linebacker. And I had a chance to meet him this year, basketball season. He's a good person too, Rob Carson. You just can't say enough about players like that. 7:54 to go, second quarter, 6-0 Huskies. Krenzel of the Falcons from the shotgun. He's got 5 wideouts. Pass outside, downed right there. They did not get enough for the first down though. Gain of about 3.
That's a good defensive play. He let him catch the ball, but after that, he didn't get any yards after the catch.
And guess who? Pass over there, number 49, Greg Oliverio. And you really can't say enough for the Husky defense thus far. I mean, you see a talented quarterback come in here, a big run and shoot style offense, and they are really stepping up, aren't they?
They're putting the clamps on them.
At 0-3, that's more or less desire to get a win, I would think.
They got to do something, and I think they're putting out all the stops tonight.
Here's the punt. Scott Albert takes it about the 34-yard line. A lot of room outside. Tons of room, folks. 45 down at the 39-yard line. Among tacklers, Demio again. And number 32, Jeff Fowler.
That was a big special teams play.
I tell you, there was an open seam here for 20 yards. That right there gives you an idea of some of the fans that were, well, the picture before that, of course, not the ball sitting there, but you get my point. A lot of people here today over there on the other side, as I've said so often.
And that just makes it a lot easier on the offense to cut the field in half like that.
Right. Special teams always important, and a very good return there. Falcons showing blitz. Kemp gives to Evans, who's fighting for it. Tries to go around the end, and if he
fumbled the ball in the initial hit there.
I believe that's no gain. They might have given him a half a yard. Gave him about an inch, more like it. So that makes it 2nd down and 10. Huskies trying to bring their offense to life. It's been their defense thus far. Typical maize and blue dominance of the defense. Number 3 right there, Brian Hassenflug. About a 3-yard gain. My mistake, that's Jeff Keith for the Huskies. So brings up 3rd and 6 from the 36. I would think with a good special teams return there, you got to make something happen out of this, don't you?
Especially almost like 5 minutes left in the half.
They send the man in motion. The fake Kemp cuts back nicely, but there's just no room to run. Number 16, Kemp, goes down. I'm not sure if that was indeed the play call there, or if Kemp just had nobody to pass to. There was a pretty decent rush there.
Not much room for him to do anything.
Number 99, Duke Campbell. I tell you, I really like that guy and how he plays. I do. He's got a lot of wheels. He plays with a lot of heart. You can't say enough good things about a guy like that. Campbell, the punt there. Taken at the 10-yard line. Tries to get outside, and I think he waited too long with his little shake and bake deke move there. Number 19, Jeremy Resmer with that one.
And he angled it toward the sideline, so that was easier for the defensive to kind of corner him in there. He didn't have much room to go.
Right. Brings up 1st and 10 from the 15 with 4:55 left to go here in the first half of play. 6-0. That's a good camera view right there. Have a whoa cameraman later maybe. You see the geese there flying.
A sign of fall going south.
Craig Krenzel. Back to pass. Duke Campbell up there showing blitz. Carson trying to sniff out this run. They showed the option. Good room to run there. Down to the 26-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down, I believe. I really think the Huskies were kind of fooled on that one. I don't think they were expecting an option type call, and Krenzel there, showed a lot of wheels that I didn't really think he had.
With this offense, like I said before, it gives you a lot of looks. You can run a lot of different formations and plays out of the different looks.
Krenzel looks to me like your typical drop-back passer with just a little bit of wheels, a great arm. But I'll tell you, he can really run, as he's proving.
And that's what you'd like to see in a quarterback, not just the arm, but the mobility also.
1st and 10 from the 26. They run the option again outside. Greg Oliverio hops over one blocker and does not get too much. The option works once. You might as well try it again, but to no avail that time. That's number 49.
He just threw him around, too. That was a pretty intense play. Defensive play by number 1.
Oliverio there had to hop over his own man, actually. So that makes it 2nd and 7 from the 29 for the Falcons. Both teams really trying to show some offensive life here. It's been a defensive struggle thus far, a 6-0 Husky lead. The fake handoff again. He's getting late pressure from the Duke. The rollout there finds a man wide open. Nicely done. Great poise and a first down for the Ford Fighting Falcons there from the 41-yard line, my mistake.
Nice rollout play, and the receiver didn't keep running to the sidelines to take himself out of the play. He just found a pocket and hauled in the pass.
Great job there by Jeremy Resmer, the receiver, on that one to get open off the rollout. And great, like this Krenzel, sorry, he doesn't panic. He just calmly does the job.
Out of poise.
They fake one way to Hall. A lot of pressure here. Carson coming late. That could be almost a late hit. Yes, it is. Rob Carson will be called there for a late hit, folks. I thought I saw that one coming as you see the flag down. That's a lot of aggression. The way this defense is playing, it doesn't really hurt you. Can't help you any, but Carson at times can be really an aggressive guy.
You just get caught up in the game, and you don't like to see any personal fouls like that because of the injury factor also, but